showtime.
BS and Beer Media in association with STWF TV, the podcasting network. We present to you the Frenemies Fantasy Football Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into another week. We're talking fantasy football, and with me this week, we got Tim and Kyle. I am your host, Dale. What's up, everybody?
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Oh, Tim, you're on mute. Starting the show off with a bang.
Dude, I was rolling too. I was talking away, man.
And he's soccer too.
Yeah, hey, that's the way Kyle likes to hear me. I was on mute.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we drinking today. Tim, you look like you got a Christmas shirt on today.
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah, dude. I'm glad you noticed. I feel special, dude. My hair's a little different. Is my hair a little different too?
Oh my
God.
I got a special message for you, Tim.
Oh, look here. All right.
Feliz Navidad!
That's right.
Dude, I don't know if that guy's about to rob me or what, man. That is not the Santa Claus, man. That's not the Santa I asked for.
That's right. That's what you're getting, Tim. That's what you're getting. Okay.
Look, I got this off a TikTok shop. I fucking sold into the communist era. So here we are. We'll get the all right. It's a skeleton drinking some hot cocoa with some Baileys in it. He's got a hat on, Santa hat.
All right.
So feeling festive. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, what you drinking today?
I got the tried and true Twisted Teas, baby.
Twisted tea. All right.
So look, last week I went and bought some fancy stuff. I was gonna be like, I'm gonna pull out the fancy drink, and I didn't do it last week, and then this week I didn't do it either. These Twisted Teas calling my name.
All right. I can argue with the Twisted Tea, man. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Kyle, what you got?
I'm looking pretty low on this bottle, actually.
Damn.
It's like 3 shows. This is the 3rd show, so a bottle of gin lasts me about 3 shows. It turns out. And then I had some ginger ale, and so it's a whiskey ginger or whiskey sour, something like that.
I like it.
So and I got this. So I don't have a shirt on, Tim. I appreciate the holiday festivity, so I busted this out.
Hey.
Most of our listeners ain't gonna get one, but here it is in electronic version.
Yeah.
Happy holidays or Merry Christmas to y'all. So that's good.
You should send a digital version. I'll put that up.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You got all 4 of y'all in the picture.
Yep. Maybe right. So we officially found out. Man. Yeah, I'm gonna have a girl.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Crazy.
Congratulations to you and Cassandra, the official wife of the podcast.
Yeah, right. Oh man.
Kyle is the only one in a relationship.
Yeah. Hey, she's the official wife of the podcast. There we go.
It's true, man. Stuck.
Right. What's up, Patty? Watching us. Hello.
Hey.
All right, today, you know me. I'm drinking a pink drink. We got strawberry lemonade and some rum today. Yeah, that's what we do.
So it looks less pink than usual. Did you run out of food coloring?
It's true pink. There we go.
No.
That is right, man. So okay. It's another week of football, so we had a bunch of injuries like we do every week. So let's jump into these injuries. If I could ever find what I'm looking for, we will get into it. There we go. Boom.
But throw us to the side, though. There you go.
Yeah. Listen. Intern don't need your help now, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You got enough buttons to worry about over here, all right? All right. Injured this week. We've got Najee Harris, knee injury. He's dealing with that. He was sideline practice Tuesday. Christian Watson, dealing with a hamstring injury. And I would like to take a brief pause right here to talk about that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Damn it, Christian Watson. I'm so sick of this mess. All right. You've been dealing with this damn hamstring all freaking year, bro. All right. He just came back. Love starting to pick it up. Like things were looking good. And now you're coming with this damn hamstring injury again. Look, I got the playoffs coming, bro. I was counting on you. Now I can't count on you no more. Like, it's ridiculous. Christian Watson, you suck, bro.
Hey, that's what you get for drafting my players, man. You know I was going after him. Every year, I fall into this trap every year. He talks to me about what I want to go, what am I going after in the draft? And I tell him, and then he goes and picks up my guy.
You have 10 first-round picks, and you didn't pick Christian Watson. That's your fault.
I never had 10 first-round picks. Oh, my gosh. If you're exaggerating like that towards me right now, I see why them women leave you so fast, because you exaggerate with them too.
Kyle, we're gonna have to look at his team, and you can see all the first-round picks he's got on his team. All right.
I think 10 is a little excessive, though.
It's ridiculous.
I know it is excessive. 6 is a good moderation, you know?
It's ridiculous, Kyle. It really is. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man.
All right. Dawson Knox has his practice window open after being designated to return from IR, as well as Josh Palmer. That practice window is open, so keep an eye on those guys, and that'll let you know when you can put them into the lineup. Trevor Lawrence, he got hurt during this last game. It really looked bad. Looked like it was going to be a knee injury or something like that. But apparently he's not ruled out for this week. So keep an eye on Trevor Lawrence, and we'll see if he can play or not. That would be great if he can stay in the lineup. There are way too many quarterback injuries this year. So we need starting quarterbacks to stay in the lineup. Amari Cooper is not practicing on Wednesday because of a concussion. They're dealing with a backup quarterback, and Amari Cooper is always dealing with some kind of injury like every year. So this is another one. Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker are both limited in practice on Wednesday. We'll see which one of these guys will play, if not both of them, but keep an eye on those guys. And out, Tank Dell officially put on IR.
Yeah.
It really sucks for him just because, look, he's a small guy. He got hurt blocking on a goal line play. What are we doing right now?
Yeah.
With personnel, man. This guy's like 5'10", 5'9".
Yeah. And he's not even like 200 pounds.
Right.
And he's in on a jumbo set, on the goal line.
Yeah. Come on, man. Get a tight end in there, bro.
Costing people games, man.
Yeah.
Me specifically.
So he goes to IR. CJ Uzama, if anybody was having him on their squad at tight end, look, tight end is a wasteland. I'm not going to judge anybody for the tight end they put in. Okay.
What team is he even on right now, Uzama?
I think it was
he's a New York Jet.
Yeah.
No, well, nobody cares about their offense.
I mean,
I can't judge them.
And he was on Hard Knocks, so his name is out there. You watched him on Hard Knocks. He's there. So I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that hurt the most, Christian Kirk. He went down with a core muscle injury after he made like a nice pass. Nice catch on a 33-yard pass or something.
Mm-hmm.
It was looking real nice. Came up injured. So he's going to miss the rest of the year. You have to wait till next year to use him.
How many injuries your team got now, Dale?
Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. This last week was terrible.
I'm pouring salt. I need like a pouring salt meme, like pouring the salt on Dale.
Yeah.
Like a slug.
Pop Douglas gonna miss the game Thursday for the Patriots. He's dealing with a concussion. So that's another wide receiver injury. And hopefully now we can have some people coming back. We really need some help because there are a lot of injuries.
They'll need help.
Yeah, well, yeah, I damn sure need help. So let's talk about some guys coming back from injury. That's right. Expected to start this week, the MILF hunter, Zach Wilson. That's right.
That's right.
He is coming back. Everybody get him in your lineup.
Did you hear that did you hear about him icing the Jets?
Yeah.
What do you mean here?
They came to him like midweek and were like, "Hey, we'd like for you to start again." And he went, "I'll think about it."
Oh.
That's why they just announced it today.
Okay. I mean,
hey.
You don't need to put out any more bad film. I understand. You know, what you need to do is get in there, see how everything feels, and if it don't feel right, oh, my back hurt. Oh, my back. You know, you just go down.
Yeah.
There you go. Expected to return this Sunday is Dallas Goedert. And this is the game against Dallas. So does this mean RIP Devonta Smith and his production?
Ooh. You would think so. I mean, previously when Goddard was healthy, that's kind of how it looked. But I feel like he's picked up enough to where like he's not like he's turned the page. There's no looking back. He's had 3 straight over 100, scored every game. I mean, yeah, that Goddard though throws them a wrench in their whole offense. Not a bad wrench. It's a good wrench, but as far as from a fantasy perspective for Devontae Smith, yeah, that's questionable.
Yeah.
Maybe they guard Smith instead of Goddard while when Goddard comes back. You know, defensive. Okay. They think maybe Smith can hurt them more than Goddard can because he's going to be catching short yardage supposedly. So I'm just guessing.
All right, Dalton Schultz is back at practice. He missed last week's game, so looks like he's going to be playing this week. And DeAndre Swift not on the injury report for Week 14. And one of the biggest ones is Justin Jefferson coming back. Looks like he will play this week. How much are you trusting him right now?
Like I was saying earlier, like it's kind of just depending on your situation. Like, do you need him to come back and do you need him to get you into the playoffs? Or are you already kind of in a position where like you're just focused on like seeding at this point?
Yeah. So this is Week 14. So let's say you need to win this game for the playoffs. Let's look at it that way.
Yeah.
Man. Come on, man. He's that like savior. He's coming back. He's going to save your team. Hey, man, you got nothing else better to do. Just throw him in there. They confirmed that Josh Dobbs, he's going to be the guy going forward. We know this. We know what he can do. He's the pastronaut. And, man, yeah, I would love to see him come back and ball out for 100 yards. But,
yeah,
I mean, no guarantees.
I tell you, Dale just asked that question because he got so many wide receivers hurt, and that's one of his wide receivers coming back.
Well, I do, but I'm not desperate for the playoffs right now.
The people need to know this, Tim.
You could lose again. All right,
I can't.
Damn, that's so cocky to say. Did you hear that, Kyle?
It's just true.
Did you hear? He's like,
your fault. By the way,
he's like got the rings on. He's like, look, kiss that one, Tim. I got the bye week closed down. Oh, there's no bye week in this league.
There's no bye week in our league. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good.
You've made the regular season not mean anything because of the 8 playoff teams versus
what do you mean?
12 teams.
You keep
the regular season means nothing. That's what it means.
What do you mean, dude?
That's why I don't have to win this game. I'm already in the playoffs.
The regular season
Everybody's
means
already in
nothing.
playoffs.
You gotta win to get into the playoffs, Dale.
No, I don't.
So
Yeah.
I've got 11 wins. You'll see when I pull up the graphic. You'll see.
oh, he's got a whole graphic. He's been spending all week on a graphic, Kyle. This is how much this man hates me. All right,
You'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm worried because I'm always worried about a player coming off of the injury week 1 and then dealing with a brand new quarterback. That kind of mucks things up a little bit more for me.
Yeah.
So to me, I've got to see it at least 1 week. I'm fine with them going off on the bench 1 week. So I've got to see it.
But in your situation, Dale, is that a smart move? You got 2 wide receivers hurt now. You know, put Jettis in. Get that. Could be a high ceiling.
Again, when I talk about me, because I'm already in the playoffs, it's done. So it doesn't matter. But if you need to win this week, I'm not going to count on him. You really would have to have, bottom tier sort of options for me to put Justin Jefferson in.
What?
Yes,
you're talking crazy.
Right now, he's ranked the wide receiver 5. So if I had DJ Moore on my team, I start DJ Moore over him.
You said bottom
tier.
You said bottom tier though. Those aren't bottom tier wide receivers.
I'm just looking at rankings right now. I start Olave over him.
You keep talking like this about Justin Jefferson. You got to take that hoodie off.
I start Puka Nacua over him.
Puka, by the way, was limited in practice.
Okay, he played last week.
All right,
he put up numbers last week.
Yeah, he played very well.
All right,
Calvin Ridley or Justin Jefferson? Who would you start this week?
Nah, Ridley. I don't want to start Ridley on my team. I might not.
Yeah,
just being real.
I think that's a good one there.
So
okay. So yeah, it's just kind of dangerous, man. When you're
he's ranked.
Yeah,
he's Pet. I like Petty. I don't know who she is though. But look, if he's ranked number 5, dude, and you're playing like we're gonna have an argument right here. I'm getting mad.
Okay, get angry, Tim. Yeah,
rawr. So stupid.
Brandon Cooks. What about Brandon Cooks?
Ooh,
what?
Brandon Cooks had
he's ranked 22.
Yeah, I know.
You would start him
versus Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a terrible pass defense. In the past 2 weeks, Brandon Cooks has gone for 72 yards in a touchdown, 45 yards in a touchdown.
Yep.
Look, all right. So, all right, you ready? All right.
Okay.
Well, make your beer bet then. Cooks is going to outscore Justin Jefferson this week.
All right, cool.
I got Justin. You got Cooks.
All right, let's do it.
Wow.
I got him. Yeah. Finally, Kyle. You heard that? All right. I don't think he's taken a beer bet all season, Kyle. Has he?
Wow.
Yes. Dude.
Heard it here first.
Dale's cojones are so big right now.
There you go.
I'm thinking about that South Park meme where he's got him in the wheelbarrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude. Dale.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Cool. Let's do it. All
right.
I got it down. Let me hit the sounder here. Where is it at?
Best bet.
Ching. All right, there we go. It's a beer bet. Yes, sir. All right. Well, let's get in to talk about some defense. If I could ever find that one. Oh, here we go. Kyle, you're up. Here we go.
Bow. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
Kyle's killer defense.
Bow.
Last week, Kyle, you talked about Atlanta and the New York Jets. And Atlanta got you 16 points. The Jets got you 11 points. So who you have this week for us?
That's right. This is to everybody who actually listens to me. So good for you. Cheers. Man, that's back-to-back weeks, double digits for both teams.
Whole team.
That's what we're talking about. So
that's what I'm talking about, Kyle. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this week we might take a little step back.
Okay.
I think it's just so easy to start a defense against a team from New York. Like, why do we keep doing this? Because they're terrible on offense and they give up so many points to defense. We have the Houston Texans playing Houston against the Jets, Green Bay against the Giants. It's just it seems too easy. Like, is it just me, or is this like we're at a no-brainer type? Like, why are they still even on the waiver wire? Like, why haven't people added these teams? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we're the only ones streaming defenses left. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
So what I'm looking at, Houston, they had a rough game against the Jags in Week 12. They flipped the script. They turned around against Denver. 3 sacks, 3 picks. They only gave up 17 points, and they come up with their highest fantasy point total of the whole season for 12. A 12 spot is right where we're looking for. They play the Jets, and their team as a whole is rolling. They're doing everything on offense and defense. So I'm seeing the Texans coming away with a big point total, with or without Zach Wilson. Like, that did not change my mind one iota. Like, I'm not flipping any scripts. I'm still sticking with Houston, whether it's Tim Doyle or Zach Wilson, whatever it may be. And I'm feeling the same with Green Bay. Shout out to Tim. Let's get your pack going on Monday night. So yeah, their last 3 games, they've had Justin Herbert, Jared Goff, and Patrick Mahomes, and they're averaging only giving up 20 points a game to those 3 quarterbacks. So that, right off the bat, that says something. Over that span, they only gave up, or they came up with 8 sacks, 5 turnovers, and they scored in that same stretch. So really, they're doing what they need to do to play well and just keep these 3 quarterbacks off the field. So really, that's what we're looking for. And now they have big bad Tommy DeVito coming into town. So, I'm loving it. Green Bay doing their thing. Let's go Houston. Let's go Green Bay against these New York teams.
Makes a lot of sense here, Kyle. That definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you guys make sure you get these teams in your lineups. If you're streaming defenses, Kyle is on a hot streak.
Yep.
And
yes, we are.
Yeah, you got to win in these playoffs, man. You got to get to these playoffs and win. Okay, that's what we got to do.
I got to mention that the man just took a shot and then he chased it with his mixed drink too. All right, I'm just saying.
I'm telling you.
I mean, that's kind of where we're at, man.
I haven't seen. Right? I haven't seen Dale do that yet. Next week,
you probably won't. So
next week,
those kids are older. He gets it.
Yeah, it's okay. Little Craig will do it for me.
Yeah, Mini Craig.
Oh man. Let's see. We got another comment here from Patty. Just a Saints fan that likes listening to you guys geek on each other while I'm having some alone time. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. There you go. Yeah. Look, we give podcast advice, but we can also give material for a long time. Okay.
We only give it not 10, but 6.
Eddie's our number one fan at this point. I feel like, if we had a number one fan.
if we had number one fan, it'd be like Dale's mom. Because he's streaming the podcast from her computer right now.
Oh man. All right. Well, appreciate you, Kyle. Tim, you're coming up next. Here we go.
It's time for Timmy's Tips.
Perhaps play a little game called Just the Tip. Just for a second, just to see how it feels.
All right, Tim. Remember now.
Yeah.
Patty's watching. So just
Patty-
the tip.
Just the, just the important stuff. All right. Look. First, I want to share my screen. Let me take over here. Can I present? Presente. All right. Hit the presente button because you're Mexican Santa dude robbing people.
Fucking Mexican Santa.
Terrible.
Wait. I gotta. Oh, it's not pulling up all my stuff. Oh man.
Oh,
Share screen.
this is live podcast feeling right now.
Oh yeah. Well, hey. All right. I'm not gonna share it. I had a picture of you looking like a dork. And,
Well, see, there you go.
because
There you go.
I've never shared on my my PC before. I usually share on my laptop. It only has one screen. So, but anyway. So this week I am just doing waiver wire pickups.
Okay.
Got a couple of guys at each position and the reasons why. So well, not each position. I didn't do quarterbacks. So, but you know. All right. So first off, at the running back position, we got Ezekiel Elliott.
Ooh,
I know he's a
Patriots running back.
Dude, stab me. I know. I'm a Stevenson owner, so I traded for him, paid a high price for him, and got nothing back. It is what it is. Not all my trades are great. I traded Eckler and a first round pick for Stevenson. Right. Yeah. But he possesses the potential as a valuable fantasy volume asset in the next few weeks due to Ramadre's ankle injury. This week, he carried the ball 17 times for 52 yards and caught 4 of his 5 targets for an additional 40 yards. And in this week, it's a Bailey Zapp-led offense, so they're going to lean on Elliott to run the ball quite a bit. I believe that, at least.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Actually, everything I say makes sense, Dale.
Not true at all.
That's a stretch, but
oh my gosh, these guys. So next we got Tajay Spears, and he's Henry suffered a concussion. Y'all got me all stuttering and shit. So Spears receiving 17 carries in this game, which he turned into 75 yards and added 4 receptions on 6 targets for 13 yards. Spears was a key contributor in putting the team into winning contention. He's been extremely efficient with his limited opportunities this year, but this was his first time receiving double-digit carries. And we all know he's going to be the guy to pass on the crown after Henry leaves, most likely. And Dale likes that one too because he's a Spears fan club guy.
Yeah. Spears played in New Orleans at Tulane.
Mm-hmm.
And, we are pro Louisiana on this podcast. So
yes, we are.
Unless we're talking about Justin Jefferson.
I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm just not trusting him this week. That's it.
You said Brandon Cooks was a better player. I'm just going with it.
This week. Yes.
This week. Yeah.
Yes.
We'll get it. You going to put double shots? Double.
No.
We'll do a double bet. Double beer bet.
We made one bet. We're good. Keep it moving. Who's next?
Scared. All right. Get it. My boy Antonio Gibson. All right. I'm in this bad situation.
Huh?
Yeah. I traded for him a couple of years back.
Tell people what you gave up for him. How about that? That's better.
Well, I gave up. Who was it? You know, Dale. You know all my trades better than I do. Go ahead and tell me, Dale.
He's backup running back for the freaking Bears. That's what he gave up. And then the next week, the dude got hurt.
He got an ACL tear. That's a Timmy curse. That's not my fault. You know. Who is that Bears
dude name, man?
Who is that Bears running back? He got top 5 1 year, mostly receiving yards, and he was awesome. I traded him to Sam, and Sam was all texted me about him like you did with Des Bryant, and so I traded him that and a third round pick for Antonio Gibson, and Gibson's been nothing after that one season. So it's not like I like made some stellar trade, But now I got Gibson.
It was terrible.
I got Gibson and Brian now. So anyway, Robinson suffered a hamstring injury, which Dale loves those. All right, and and they tend to linger, as we all know. And when they rush back, there ends up being problems. So Antonio Gibson got rushed 10 times for 35 yards, securing 4 of his 5 targets for an additional 37 yards. And then I've got a capital G in here, maybe for the G spot. I don't know, but I'm just guessing.
Cohen with the name.
Doing a lot of innuendo jokes today because I had beers before the podcast started. So,
you hear me, Tim?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Tariq Cohen was the name.
Tariq Cohen. You're right.
Wow.
Cohen.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Commanders do have an upcoming bye week, but and the team does face some challenging matchups coming in the next few weeks with the Rams, Jets, and 49ers defense coming. But Gibson's third on my list for running backs. Noah Brown, wide receiver for the Texans.
Oh,
the
guy that we had on this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, Noah Brown.
Oh yeah. So Tank Dale suffered the fractured fibula. And sidelined him for the rest of the season, despite leaving the recent game without a catch and 2 targets. Brown secured the team's highest snap count with Nico Collins 81%. That's important stuff. It is significant to recall Brown's stellar pre-injury heater, where he secured a total of 13 receptions on 14 targets, 325 yards, and a 2-game stretch. And my last note on Noah Brown is CJ Stroud.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dude.
He leads the NFL in passing yards as a rookie.
Dude. Wow. I'm still laughing about them saying he was stupid. I mean, that's what they basically said. Like he failed the smart quarterback test or whatever that thing is in the draft. And I was like, damn, okay. How did he fail that? But it's whatever. Now we got some of Dale's people, my people. We got Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson's going to be out with the hamstring injury for a little bit. And you should pick up either Jaden Reed or Romeo Dobbs, whichever is available. Reed has been on a hot streak leading into week 13, had an ongoing chest injury. He was on the field for only 47% of snaps, catching 4 or 5 targets for a mere 16 yards. But Dobbs secured 4 or 5 targets for 72 yards. If Reed is hampered by his injury while Watson is sidelined, Dobbs is the man to get. But if Reed recovers from his injury, I predict a breakout on Reed.
Yeah, I really like Reed. Again, the injuries are a problem, but this has been a guy I really didn't expect to show up this year, and he's shown up big time when given this chance. So I like Reed for real.
Yeah, Green Bay's got some good wide receiver passing yard stuff going on. But anyway, both players should be considered priority going into the matchup against the Giants.
Yeah.
Here's another guy that I own 2 wide receivers. I don't like owning 2 dudes who do the same job on one team.
Yeah.
All right. So I got Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson. This is a big no-no. You shouldn't be doing this. All right. And the second, so I've got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams.
Okay, so I kind of disagree on the running back front because you could be just trying to get the running game for that team. And if it's not clear, you gotta make double investments until you get that running back. So wide receiver is a little bit different. I agree with what you're saying though.
What do you think?
I mean, essentially like a handcuff. When you have it with the running back, that's more like a handcuff.
Exactly.
I mean, I should throw out last week. I I have CeeDee Lamb, and then I had Zay Flowers on my bye week, so ended up starting CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cooks, and that worked out pretty well. So there are some scenarios where you can go ahead and do that, but you'd have to have like a dominant wide receiver one like CD or like Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase, somebody like that, and then you'd have that second wideout. I feel like.
Yeah, I tried to move Amon-Ra St. Brown during the offseason this last season because I thought Jameson Williams was going to kick off. Yeah, Patty. So I thought Jameson Williams was going to kick off, and maybe it's this coming off season. But Ben Johnson, their offensive coordinator, I think, right? Lions offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He hinted at potential increase in usage of Jameson Williams moving forward, and Williams has faced a rocky start in his professional career because he likes to bet on games sometimes while he's in the facility. Maybe that's a thing.
Yep.
Now, I don't understand. Why do it on the Wi-Fi? Like you do it on your cell phone.
Man,
do it on your cell phone.
He just put on his shoes and heard something on the news, like, "Oh, gotta make this bet." Oh, he pulled out his phone. It's real easy to do.
Yeah, but don't use the company Wi-Fi. I'm not trying to look at things on my company Wi-Fi that I shouldn't be doing.
Gotta save your data, man. Save that data.
You save money in the NFL. You can afford not to be on the company Wi-Fi for a minute.
Man, this ain't like a great, this is the first rookie contract. You can't spend all your money like this on AT&T unlimited data.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Dale's defending everybody today. All the stupid shit, Dale's defending it. Brandon Cooks, freaking company Wi-Fi. We're gonna make the whole list for the show. So, but he had one catch for 11 yards in the game, but he turned his sole rushing opportunity into a 19-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
he had an uptick in snap percentage over the last few games. And he's got a potential for a breakout in Week 14 against the Bears defense, one of Dell's favorite teams. I'm sure they all drink pig drinks too. So
maybe pretty good. You should try
it. He secured 2 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown Week 11 against the Bears.
Okay.
All right. So last 2. All right, I'll round it out. Sorry, it's been a hot minute, but I got my 2 tight ends, and number 1 is going to be one of Dale's. This is my advice for you, Dale, because I like you.
Oh, okay.
I like you. Sure. You're my boy.
Sure.
and I know you own Mark Andrews, so he had a season-ending injury, so you should pick up Isaiah Likely.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah. Unless you just want to play Brandon Cooks, that's cool. So we got 3. I'm on one today. All right. So he had 3 games where he played over 50% of snaps last season, and he ranked as the tight end 9 or better.
Yeah.
Isaiah Likely. He caught 4 of his 6 targets for 40 yards. That's not bad for a tight end. That's like 6 points, 7 points. And then the last one is Brevin Jordan, tight end for the Texans. All right. And my first note on that is CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Good note.
All right. Tank Dell's out. He's going to throw to somebody.
Okay. Yeah. However, keep going.
However, Dalton Schultz is injured. You got something?
He's practicing now, though.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he practicing.
Shut your mouth.
That was Schultz practice today.
Look, this is one of those times I'm going to hear about some crap I put out in the show for like months. Remember that time you said to play Brevin Jordan, Tim?
I just report the news, Tim. I just report the news.
Did Schultz practice?
You don't believe me?
It's not a for sure go. Like he's not 100% coming back yet. We don't know that. So keep in mind, Brevin Jordan for sure.
Tim doesn't believe. Don't trust me.
Hell no, I don't trust you. I know you.
That's reasonable, you know.
It's a look. All right.
There you go. That's your link right there.
Oh, all
Go
right.
look
Thank
at
you.
it with your own 2 eyes.
My own 2 eyes. I'll do like you do to me sometimes. You'd be like, you'd be like,
I mean, just seeing that, I got to give a shout out to the big dogs, the originals. Sanchez, I love you. You're gay as fuck, but I love you. Yeah, man. Sanchez was actually one of the big dogs, the first people that I played fantasy football with back in, I think 2012.
yeah.
We still have that league today. It's called the Big Dogs League. So shout out. I'm a 3-time champion.
Oh,
Fortunately, Sanchez actually is now a 4-time champion. So essentially, he is the dog. And there's another one. And then I got all the big dog commenting. But yeah, shout out to the big dogs, man. I love all y'all.
Yeah.
I like it. I
it,
like
man.
it. Thanks for listening, guys. Awesome.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's a rivalry. There's blood in this, okay?
Yeah.
There's blood, sweat, and tears, bro.
Yeah.
Pour
I'm all for
this,
fantasy rivalries. You know that.
Yeah, 10,
Yeah.
12 years, something like that. Man.
Tuning into the right show here.
But we've actually kept it a 6-man league.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait.
That's how we started it, and we've kept it 6-man league. Crazy, wild scores. It's fun, man. It's fun.
All right. I like it.
League. Okay.
I like it.
I'm actually, I'm gonna take this shot. I'm gonna take this to the big dog. Shout out to y'all, the originals, the OGs, man. I'm glad y'all watching. Cheers.
We got half a league on the show now.
Yeah, like it, man. All right. Well, let's get to our new segment here that we started last week, where we talk about some bets you can place, and we talk about the results of the bets that we placed. And by we, I mainly mean Kyle.
They've been working, man. Like, I've been getting them going, okay?
That's right. So last week we looked at Seattle at Dallas. We had Dallas minus the 9, CeeDee Lamb over 82.5 receiving yards, Brandon Cooks over 42.5 receiving yards, Tony Pollard over 63.5 rushing yards, Dak Prescott over 1.5 touchdown passes, Jake Ferguson anytime touchdown. We lost that one, right, Kyle?
Man, how close was that, though?
Which one didn't hit?
The only one that did not hit was Dallas minus 9. They won by 6.
Okay. Ooh,
we needed them to win by 10. I swear, like, we're going to take out these spreads, like, in the future. I feel like if we're hitting everything else and we're not getting the spread, like, that just needs to go. But, yeah, man, CeeDee, Brandon Cooks, Pollard, Prescott, Ferguson scored the touchdown over Jamal Adams. It was crazy. Everything went right except that minus 9. So, close, but no cigar.
That's still good, man. That's pretty good right there, though, Kyle. 5 out of 6.
That's back-to-back, 5 out of 6. And anybody who's doing it on DraftKings, you got to look out for them rewards. They give you all kinds of, like, free this, like parlay boost that. They actually gave you an insurance on this game. So you could have made that $10 bet, put the insurance on it, and if you hit 5 out of 6 and only one of them missed, you would have got your $10 back.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, DraftKings is, doing their thing. So
that sounds pretty good there, Kyle.
Yeah, man.
You're enticing you to sign up here.
I mean, you gotta look out for this stuff, You gotta look out for it.
Yeah, I like it. All right. So that was from last week. The bet of the week, we've got New England at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh money line. Jalen Warren anytime touchdown. George Pickens over 38.5 receiving yards. Pat Fryermuth over 27.5 receiving yards. New England, the total under 16.5. And Pittsburgh total over 16.5. So a $10 bet wins $140. You pretty confident in this one, right, Kyle?
I mean, we were talking about this before, and I mean, yeah, like backup quarterback, Mitch Trubisky. I mean, he was the second overall pick in the draft not too long ago, right? Like in the last, it was in the last decade, man. He's still
It wasn't
around.
his fault, Kyle. Okay, it wasn't his fault.
I mean, he was a high draft pick. He knows how to play football. He knows what he's doing, and I mean, really, he's got this new coordinator. He's had the whole week to practice and prepare. Kenny Pickett's not playing. We know that. We know Trubisky's going to be the dude. It was kind of it was tough between Jalen Warren and Najee Harris. That little the injury that Najee Harris had on Tuesday, said he was sidelined, he wasn't playing. Like, that kind of factored in the back of my mind. Like, okay, if it's between Jalen Warren and Najee Harris, those are the two that are most likely going to score in this game. Let's be real. I'm taking Jalen Warren. He's more explosive. Really, I'm just kind of feeling him over Najee Harris lately, anyways, even without that injury. So I'm liking this 39 yards and 28 yards. That's really not a lot. And, I mean, the over-under on this game was like 30 points.
Yeah.
So we know it's not going to be a high-scoring game. I feel like if Pittsburgh hits 17, New England comes up with, like 10, 13 points, there's your win. They just need to get the yardage. I think this is a good bet. I think it's pretty safe.
The only thing I kind of, pause over is the Pittsburgh total over 16 and a half. Just like Eddie said here, with the starting quarterback being out for the Steelers, and plus the fact like they want to win every game 3-0.
Yeah.
New England?
I mean, Pittsburgh. That's the way they play. It's always dirty, muddy, ugly, nasty. The whole division for the most part, man.
Yeah.
So, oh man. Okay. Well, we'll see about this. Hopefully, this bet comes through. And again, if you follow any one of Kyle's bets and win, let us know, please. We want to hear. We want to hear about it.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
Good luck and God bless.
Yeah, that's the best bet for this week. And now I think we can look at last week and get an update on the fantasy leagues.
Damn it.
Oh, this is Tim's favorite part of the show, by the way, guys. Tim
I
loves this part of the show.
Yeah,
He ain't gonna be happy.
He absolutely loves it. And our featured athlete of the week, Deebo Samuel. If you played against Deebo Samuel, you know why he is on this cover. Yeah, man, that dude comes in. I still don't really understand, like, what is it that he does so special? Because he's not that fast, but he runs really freaking hard. He gets these sharp passes. He turns them into, a million yards. Brock Purdy is just a point guard back there, man.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 116 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, added 22 yards rushing, and a touchdown. So, yeah, Deebo Samuel. You deserve to be on the cover, sir. So we're going to look at the STWF TV League here. This is one league we've been failing to mention, but we are 9-4 in this league, mainly thanks to Kyle. Kyle's the MVP of this show. If you didn't know.
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, 9-4 in this league. We're definitely making the playoffs. How we feeling about this week's matchup, Kyle?
Oh man, it's against Suave House right below us. They got a good team for sure.
Okay.
I'm really thinking. So I mean, we're close enough in points. I'm not sure the tiebreaker. That's the only thing. Because this one has a bye week. So the top 2 teams from each division, they get the bye week. So what we want to do is jump Jake the Snake. And I mean, it could all be for nothing. He could win his matchup. He's actually playing the 8 seed, the Baca Hard Hitters. But I mean, if you look at their points scored, 1863. They're like second in the league in points scored.
Yeah.
But like, there's a chance. They got a good team. Really, we got to do our thing, and we got to hope that Jake the Snake loses so we can get that bye week. I'm just not 100% sure on whether the tiebreaker is head to head or if it's points for. You know how every league is different.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the tiebreakers are different. You got to read through all that.
But
crap.
honestly, we're not worried about it. I'm feeling this team looking pretty good. Between all the injuries that we've had this season, honest to God, this team has been like so lucky to not be crippled by injuries. Got away pretty luckily this whole season, so still got the team intact, still ready to make a playoff run. So I'm not even too worried if we don't get that bye week, week 1.
So you like Dale, y'all got them fancy things on, like kiss my rings. I can just like lose a game.
Honestly, we could lose this game, Tim. We
Yeah.
could lose this game. Absolutely. I'm not even worried about it because it's not even in our hands. Like, we could do everything. We could score, 1,000 points, and we still ain't gonna beat Jake the Snake if he wins his matchup. So when it's out of your hands, it's kind of like, you know what, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna coach the best I can, but at the same time, I ain't worried about it. I like my team. I like what we did all season. So.
All right, cool.
100% jealous of both of these situations y'all are in.
I couldn't tell that, Tim. I could never tell when you're jealous, Tim.
I'm jealous.
Okay. Well, let's look at the Little Rock Dynasty League.
Yeah.
I am ahead 11-2. Tim is number 5 seed. Okay.
Hey, look, man. I'm number 5 seed. I'm the number 1 in points scored, man.
Yeah. I wonder why you're number 1 in points scored, because you have every freaking number 1 pick for like the last 7 years of this league or something.
But I'm the number 5 seed, Dale. You see my point?
That means you suck right now, Tim. Okay, you have all this help and you suck. You're almost 500.
Hey, Dale, can I ask you something? Dale, remember that one time you were 0-2? Man, how that shit changed. Holy shit. 11 straight wins. Damn.
Exactly.
Shout out to Dale. Holy hell.
Exactly.
He was 0-2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was, man. He was 0-2 and he's won 11 straight games, man. That is,
I gotta give him props. He beat me this week, Kyle, in this league.
That's right.
Yeah,
Right,
that one don't really matter. It wasn't in the playoffs, so we have to wait till the playoffs.
And that really frustrates me to say that, by the way, too.
Well, good. We can end the show right now. Good.
Yeah.
All right, next league, the BS and Beer Dynasty League, and Aaron is on top at 11-2. I am number 4 at 8-5. Kyle just in the playoffs at 6-7, and Tim and his booty team 6-7. He lost his last game. Yeah, out of the playoffs right there.
Whoa! I'm not out of the playoffs.
Huh?
I'm currently out of the playoffs. I'm not permanently out of playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about right now, Tim. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, right now.
No star by your name, no playoff. Thank you. You have the booty by your name.
An X means you clinch the playoffs, but a little star, that just means you're in the playoffs as of now.
Yeah, currently in the playoffs. Yes.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing is I win, I'm in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, Kyle.
Yeah. See.
That is it.
But look, man, I can still make the playoffs. But I want to mention though too. All right, I got to defend my losing actions around here. So I've got this theory because Dale said something last week that pissed me off too. I've been pissed off all week. All right, and he was, gosh, man, this is the day. This is the day, Dale. You're gonna make me go get more beer. All right, I'm just letting you know. So I've been thinking about this all week because, like, Dale, he says little things like that to me sometimes. And so he talks about how much I lose. All right, so somewhat true. In the regular season, I lose quite a bit. In the regular
Under
season,
500 in this league right here. Okay, I just
that's
point that
cool.
out.
But I'm throwing out my defense around here, right? So this league specifically, in our Little Rock League, if you the line between making the playoffs and going losers bracket, if you make it or don't make it, if you let's say if you're the number 1 seed going into the losers bracket, you play for the number 1 pick overall. So it's a very powerful position to be in. All right. But if you have been planning your strength of schedule and you have a really strong playoff, set up for your team the last 3 weeks of the season, and you barely skimp into the playoffs, then you've also succeeded. Yeah. And now you have a very strong, and I didn't get to share my screen. All right. I didn't get to share my screen, but I pulled up all of the previous Little Rock Leagues years when Dale was like saying, "Oh, Tim sucks. He loses all the time." All right. I've had a whole week to be pissed off about it. I still love you. I love you. I love.
We've got like 10 spreadsheets calculating every possible thing.
Oh yeah. So look, man, this is my record at the end of the season. What all matters is where you land at the end of the season, right? Mm-hmm. So season 1, I was a 5th seed going into the playoffs. All right. What did I finish? Number 2. All right. So, all right, our second season in Little Rock League, I finished 7th. So I went to the losers bracket. I went and won that. I got the number 1 pick overall. All right. And then what was that? The third season in Little Rock League, I came in as the number 1 seed, and I ended up winning over. All right, first time to win. Next season, I came in as the number 3 seed. I won that season also, back to back, baby. That's right. All right. Then the next season, I was the number 1 seed. Came in, won it overall. Last season, I came in as the 4th seed. I got 2nd place. All right. So Dale's saying that I'll lose. He's correct. I'll lose the regular season quite a bit, but I'll win in the playoffs.
Okay. My whole thing is stop helping Tim, and you will see this booty. That's his name. That's it.
I'm not satisfied with my frustrations all week. Being mad at you. This does not satisfy me at all.
There you go.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
And to further prove my point, when you don't help Tim, 2 wins on the season so far. All right, Oscar the Grouch down there chilling with him. That's right. Kyle's on top of this league, 10-3 in the BS and Beard redraft league. I am 8-5. I lost this last game to Craig somehow. And Craig is now throwing a parade for himself. Good job, Craig. Good job.
This parade is like a walk to the toilet.
I mean, but Craig has 2 more victories in this league than you do, Tim.
That's true.
That's embarrassing.
That's true.
Yep. All right. Let's talk about
pick 'em.
The matchups for this week and our pick 'em. We need to look at the standings for the pick 'em here. At the top, we've got Mr. Chow. Looks like he is going to be winning this whole thing. Kyle is in 3rd, followed by Dave. A little bit further down, Rob 22278, B Train. Shout out to my guy, the Queefers at number 9, Tomas at number 10, Craig number 11, and Dale number 12. And far down there at number 14 is Tim.
Yeah.
It's like I can't make these things up. Tim just sucks. Okay. Stop helping Tim.
Where the ladies at? Isn't Rammer Jammer one of the ladies? She kicking our butt?
Yes. She's number 2, yeah.
I don't know who she is, but I give her a clap, applause. We need an applause statement or something with a family time. Do this family time sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
there are two ladies kicking
doing
our
good.
butts, Dale.
Oh, they're definitely whipping my butts, bro. Like not even close right now. So
Yeah,
I have no hope to even win back, catch back up. So
I like it.
so yeah. All right. Let's pick some games, fellas. Let's pick some games.
And now let's look at this week's matchup.
All right, we're starting off this week with Buffalo at Kansas City. Kansas City is a 1.5 point favorite. The total is 48.5. All right, Tim, let's talk Buffalo.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, QB3, went 29 of 51 for 339, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. He added 81 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Good performance for sure against a tough defense, and it displays why he's always the top 3 quarterback for fantasy purposes.
Yeah.
We've talked about Stephon Diggs a few weeks ago. He comes in as the wide receiver 6. He caught 6 passes, 74 yards, and a touchdown. Barring any off-field chemistry issues stemming from that 6-6 start of the year. Hard to imagine a scenario where he isn't a top 6 fantasy option at the wide receiver position for the rest of the season. Dalton Kincaid is also another guy that's been showing up. But Dawson Knox
coming back.
He's got that window open, so you got to keep an eye on that. Dalton Kincaid is ranked the tight end 6. Pulled in 5 catches, 38 yards. How are you feeling about the Buffalo passing game?
I feel like I was forced into dropping Gabe Davis last year.
Forced?
I was forced.
Or does it mean like you wanted to trade and so he was a casualty of you wanting to trade?
No. I traded for him and then I had to drop him.
Oh,
I had to drop him in the keepers. When we went to the smaller, for Dynasty, you go to during the offseason, you go to a smaller roster, you have to drop your players. And I was forced to drop Gabe Davis, and then he's like the 1 out of 3 I should have kept. So yeah. But
those hurt. I ain't gonna lie, those hurt.
Those hurt you feeling.
Yeah, I feel you.
The Buffalo game's been pretty good overall. I really like everything that Josh Allen continues to do. He's still a leader of his team, even though he throws. And he was leading in interceptions here recently too, wasn't he?
Yeah, he would throw them picks, bro.
Yeah. I mean, you're a Saints fan, so you know all about Jameis Winston.
See, and that's the reason why I got upset when I saw him throwing picks the other week, and nobody cared about it. Okay, because Josh Allen throw a pick, nobody cares. Jameis Winston throw a pick, oh my God, that's all he does is throw picks.
Yes, I feel good now. Look, I talked for 5 minutes about my Little Rock League winnings, and I didn't feel no good about it, but now I feel good. Thank you, Dale.
Yeah, I was fussing about this the other week, man, and
yeah,
I'm just waiting on another bad week from Josh Allen. I'm going to go back on my soapbox. I'm going to talk about how bad he is and everything like that. You just wait, Josh Allen.
I'm coming for you, Josh Allen.
Oh man, I'm telling you, bro, it does make me mad, bro. Jameis don't get no slack, bro. For real, he get no slack. Oh man. All right, Kyle, let's go to the Kansas City side. I think Pacheco, running back 3, rushed for 110 yards, 1 touchdown, 18 carries. He caught 3 balls as well for additional 13 yards. Have the Chiefs found a new identity as a run heavy team, feeding Pacheco
Oh.
68 touches over the last 4 games. What do you think here, Kyle?
Man, I feel like that's a lot. That seems like a lot of touches. Um, that little like segment they have. Kyle Brandt from NFL Network. He does that angry runs segment.
Yeah,
Y'all know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
talking about? I
Yes.
feel like Isaiah Pacheco
Pacheco.
every single
Yes.
time he touches the damn ball, bro. He's
Pacheco.
angry.
Yes.
Like it's just like he has this swagger, like he's just gonna run through a brick wall. And like I'm not surprised he made it all. He's the RB3 this week.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Yeah, like he just keeps balling out. Like it's almost as if like their whole identity has changed. Like, you kind of forget that Pat Mahomes and Travis Kelce are still on the team. Like
That happens when you
it's
play
crazy.
Green Bay. Sorry.
I mean, 110 yards and a touchdown on 18 carries. So, I mean,
Yeah. Once he start getting more passing work, it's gonna be even better. Last weekend, I want to say it was McKinnon. McKinnon was out, and they like using him in the passing game role. So I love seeing McKinnon out. If he's going to be out more, Pacheco will get more of that work, mix in with Edwards-Helaire. But mostly it's going to be Pacheco because when he touches the ball, he produces. So
yeah, and Edwards-Helaire is not going to get the volume out of the like as far as targets. No way. No,
Yeah.
if you're throwing to a back out of the backfield, it's going to be Pacheco, and I mean he's going to do his thing with it. So, man, like he's just like completely changed the offense.
Yep.
What do you think about Andy Reid a couple of years ago let Patrick Mahomes pick who their first round pick was going to be, and he chose Clyde.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't.
I mean, I remember them at end of the first round. Clyde was like, it was like 30, 31, something like that.
Yeah,
like they took Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
But you're saying like it was Andy Reid's decision that
Reid hit up Mahomes about it and was like, "Hey, who do you prefer?" And he said Clyde. And then now Pacheco's coming in doing better than Clyde, man. You think Reid's going to keep on letting? You think Mahomes is going to keep like trusting his judgment? Should I say? Does that make sense?
I mean, man, Mahomes is there to throw the ball and and make plays. He's not, he's not this guru that Andy Reid is. I can't believe Andy Reid would let him do that. To be honest, that just seems like some fake news type stuff.
Well, I'm gonna say, man, just coming out of the draft, the season the season Clyde had, he looked good. I thought he was gonna be a good back for sure. I know he was a smaller guy, but the whole time at LSU, I mean, you played in the SEC, you play against big guys, so it's fine. You're used to that. So, but yeah, like hey, in this case, Pacheco has been the most effective back, and you can't argue with the results. One of the big bright spots here of Kansas City has been Rashee Rice as well, and I know Tim talked about him multiple times. He comes in at the wide receiver 22. He's been getting a lot of targets and producing when he does get his targets. He got 8 catches, 64 yards. It looks like he's been one of the most favorite targets for Mahomes, other than Kelce. To me, this is big when you get that quarterback trusting in you, looking your way. It's going to produce. Maybe he's going to be that next guy in Kansas City because since Tyreek Hill vacated that position, everybody's been looking for that wide receiver, and Rashee Rice looks to be that guy, man.
You mean it's not MVS?
He's getting the targets for sure. He's getting peppered. Like, last 2 weeks, 16 catches, 171 for a touchdown. Like it's up and up and up. Like he's only getting better. So that's something definitely to watch out for.
MVS is looking bad. Terrible.
Yeah. He keeps dropping wide open touchdowns to win games. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
I mean, I feel like a wide receiver 21 is the highest we've seen a Kansas City wide receiver, like in like who knows how long.
Yeah.
Like Wide receiver 21 is extremely high for a Kansas City wide receiver.
That's a solid point, Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, let's pick this game here. We've got Buffalo at Kansas City. Kansas City 1.5 point favorite. Tim, who you got?
Dude, look, man. All right. Kansas City coming off the loss to Green Bay. It's devastating. So, -1.5. Buffalo plus 1.5. I'm going to go Buffalo this week, though. I think Buffalo's going to actually win by more than 1.5, to be honest with you. So Mahomes is having it. I just traded for Mahomes, but he's actually kind of having a down season for himself.
Yeah, he did having a down year.
They have a defense, though. They got a great defense, but I think Buffalo's going to win it probably by 3 or 4.
Okay, Kyle, what you think?
I'm on the same exact page. Coming off a bye week, they're getting healthy. Kansas City, they're going through it. They're going through a tough stretch, man. This is, it is what it is. Give me Buffalo to, come in and win at Kansas City.
Okay. I've been doing pretty bad in pick'em, so I'm picking Kansas City to win.
He's going the opposite of what he was thinking originally.
But only by 1 point, right? They're only going to win by 1 point.
No, the Kansas City's going to cover, bro. So,
pick.
Kansas City's
going to cover. Is that a bet?
I'll just keep this right here. It's all good.
Is that a bet for you, Dale? Kansas City's going to cover.
It is a pick on the pick'em that I'm picking.
All right. Well, I thought maybe I could get you into 2 beer bets in one night.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Okay, but for the record, so we're as a team, we're saying 2 Buffalo, 1 Kansas City. So if we make a bet of these 3 picks at the end of the night, we're gonna go with Buffalo, right?
Mm. Oh, like a bet for the team? Yeah. We're going Buffalo.
No family, but Buffalo wins 2 out of 3. Okay.
Dude, your one eyebrow is raised so high I can see it from here. We live like 30 miles away. All right. I can see that eyebrow raising from here. The moon was getting overcast by your eyebrow just now. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look at our next matchup here. We got Philadelphia at Dallas. Dallas is a 3.5 point favorite. The total for this game, 51.5. Kyle, let's start with Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, QB1. Completed 26 passes, almost 300 yards, and a touchdown, while adding 20 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Hurts was kind of hurt. He left the game Sunday, being evaluated for a concussion, but he came back. He scored twice, didn't lose any turnovers. But Dallas is kind of, I don't know, like on a little bit of a valley here, because like the defense has been poor, like very, very poor. And I wonder if the offense can, I don't know, take up the slack. And with this matchup against Dallas, I don't know about that. AJ Brown, wide receiver 4, caught 8 balls for 114 yards. He did not score a touchdown, which is surprising because AJ Brown always scores a touchdown. Mm-hmm. But that touchdown went to Devontae Smith. Caught 9 balls, 96 yards, and a touchdown. But again, Dallas Goedert's coming back. Tell me what you expect to see from the Eagles offense, Kyle.
I mean, it's crazy. Between the two of them, between A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, 24 targets like that. I mean, and when you throw such a dynamic tight end as Dallas Goedert, who can, not just block. He's not a blocking tight end. He's a pass catcher, and he's dangerous.
Right.
How many out of those 24 targets, how many of those are taken away and going to him? Like you think, at least 5 or 6 minimum. It's tough to say. Swift had a terrible game. He had like a couple targets. Gainwell actually got more touches and targets than he did last game, which is just devastating to all of us Swift owners.
Yeah,
people that are counting on DeAndre Swift to be that dude. And then you see him drop to like RB26 this week, just devastating. Yeah, it's tough. You can't really judge, how many of those 24 targets between AJ and Devontae Smith are going to go to Goddard. How many are actually going to get back over to Swift and, go out of the backfield. But I mean, dude, Dallas last week gave up what was the final score? Like 35. Like they gave up a ton of points to Seattle, who wasn't really playing all that well on offense.
Right.
So you're kind of looking like this is, that 51.5. Like we're all looking here like 51.5. Yeah, sure. Or 60 or 70, this could be like an all out shootout in the Midwest. So we'll see how it goes. I do expect it to be one of those games. Like that 51.5 seems about right. Probably hit the over on that for sure. Definitely seeing kind of a shootout coming though.
Yeah, Dallas gave up 35 points to the Seahawks for sure. So that's another defense that's starting to suffer from injuries and everything like that. So yeah, they can get got.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Kyle.
Is that a new one, Dale? Get got? He's due.
Yep.
Okay, sure. Sure. We can add that to the board. Yep. All right, Tim. Let's talk about this Dallas side and Dak Prescott. First of all, first question: why do people hate Dak Prescott so much, Tim? Please tell me.
Because you hated Dak Prescott for a lot of years. You hated Dak.
Oh,
you hated Dak.
Dak suck. I'll never trade for Dak. Oh my God. All right, tell him how Dak did last week against you, Tim.
Hey, he's talking about when we played this last week.
He balled out, man. He balled out
40 freaking points, man.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
Should traded for Dak, y'all.
All right. So, of course, I'm always going to give Dale bad advice because you know what? He's my buddy, and that's how you treat your buddies. All right. So don't trade for Dak, Dale. What are you doing? But yeah, it was terrible.
But yeah, Dak is coming in at QB2, man. Like, that's huge. So do you agree with this ranking? Number one.
Yeah.
With Dak over Josh Allen, Tua, Pat Mahomes.
So teams are passing for almost 70% of the time against the Eagles, man.
Yeah.
All right. And Dak's doing well under there. And I even Pat McAfee and I'm watching his show sometimes and all that. I'm supposed to be working at work, but sometimes I watch that. So that's
why he got so many ratings, right? People watching it at work. That's how it happens.
So but Rogers got on there and he was talking about how good Dak has been doing running the line and doing the things, and he came up with his own basically Omaha. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
Let's go or something like that. Is that it? I'm not a Cowboys fan, but so Dak's been looking pretty hot, man. And so the passing game in Dallas is looking pretty good. And Dan Quinn, their defensive coordinator, who's the favorite of Jerry Jones, has been looking pretty good even with the injuries on their defense. So
yeah.
Why don't you continue on here with Tony Pollard?
Well, the next one I want to talk about is good old Jake Ferguson, because this was one of the prop bets here, and he is a tight end 7. He got 6 catches, 77 yards, and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a nice play for anybody, in tight end hell looking for some kind of production. Jake Ferguson can be your guy to get you some production, and not that 0 in that tight end spot, man. So
yeah.
So yeah, man. But yeah, talk to me about Tony Pollard also in the running game. He's RB10. He ran for 68 yards and a touchdown. He found the end zone for the third straight week. So, because he found the end zone the third straight week, do you think he's going to find the end zone again, Tim?
I'm not sure if he's going to find the end zone again. And I say because not every week are they going to score 41, 42 points? What did they score this week? Not every week a team
41.
Yeah, not every week a team scores 41 points, man. And if they did score 41 points, then the over-unders would be higher. So the chances of Pollard probably getting a touchdown this week, I'm counting that kind of low.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's pick this game. Philadelphia is at Dallas. Dallas is a 3.5-point favorite. Kyle, who you got?
Oh, that 3.5, like that little half, bothers me so much. Like if it was just like a 3-point, like even, or 2.5 preferably.
Oh yeah,
I would like be so all in on Dallas. I don't know if y'all saw the stat line. The last 5 games the Eagles have gone to Dallas have all been Cowboy wins, and some of them have been like, pretty substantial, like, 2 touchdown, 3 touchdown wins. Dallas seems to have their number at home. The last game they played in Philly was only like a 5-point Philly win. They had to get a 4th down stop to win. You know what, man? Let's do it. I'm gonna take Dallas 3.5. I know that 3.5 kind of bothers me, but yeah, man. Let's see the Cowboys come up and get like a 4 or 5-point win.
Okay. All right, Tim, who you got?
All right. So look, man, this is a division rival. All right, Dallas and Philly.
Yep, it is.
Big time division rivals. These games are always super close, man. And so, I'm just going to go with the division rivals. Games are super close, and 3.5 points. That's a little bit much for me, and I'm going to go Philly plus 3.5.
Yeah,
just to be with the points.
I feel you, Tim.
It's going to be a close game, man.
I definitely feel everything you just said, and that is certainly my first line of thinking. Okay. Once again, I point out that I am bad at pick'em this year. So, therefore,
yeah,
I am taking Dallas minus the 3.5.
No, you know what it is? Venus is in retrograde for you this year, this month. Venus is in retrograde and shit. White girl, get your Uggs out, Dale. Get your Uggs. Damn.
I'm just telling you, brother. This is my line of thinking. Exactly what you said is what I think. Because vision games, low scoring, all that kind of stuff. You want to take the plus points. Yeah. I'm not doing any of that this week, Tim.
I better see you walking into work with some Uggs on, Dale. All right, or some of those winter with the winter Crocs with the nice fleece stuff on the inside of them.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Shout out Bears Country Productions and shout out to Bree saying hello to the podcast.
The Bears, is that Chicago Bears Country Productions?
Yeah. We had them on our on a beer run, and we talked Bears versus Saints, and good guys, man. They're good guys. Really entertaining podcast. Go check them out. And Bree has a lot of good podcasts as well. She does one where she focuses on Survivor, and that comes out like Thursdays at 11. So check her out too. Like it's good stuff. So
is Dale getting famous on me? He's getting podcast famous.
Yo, man, I'm making a lot of friends, Tim. I'm gonna get jealous because I'm making friends.
Because I'm supposed to be your friend. All right, we're supposed to be friends, Dale.
I'll get jealous because I'm making friends, Dale. Okay,
you be yelling on podcast, man. I'm all upset this whole podcast.
Yep. All right. The big game. Carolina at New Orleans. New Orleans is a 5-point favorite. The total a whopping 37.5. Kyle, are you taking over?
Over 37.5?
Yeah. I gotta imagine like this was set when they thought Jameis was gonna be the quarterback, that kind of thing. So I don't know.
I don't even know if that seems like a lot. I feel like it's more like a 20 20-10 type game, which covered 37.5. So
okay, all right. Well,
20-10 Carolina. Oh.
We'll get to you here. Hold on a second here, Kyle. Hold on. All right, let's start off with Carolina side, Tim. Bryce Young, QB 25. He went for 178, no touchdowns, 1 interception. We talked to some Panthers fans on the beer run yesterday.
Really?
They were not very optimistic at all. They want better wide receivers. They want a new GM.
Wait, you're saying they want better wide receivers? They had a really great wide receiver.
Yeah, but they had to get a quarterback, so they traded him. So
yeah.
But it's also reason why they want to get rid of their GM, because they traded the wide receiver. So
and they're the number 1 pick this year.
Exactly. They want to get rid of all those guys. So
yeah.
The bright spot I see for the Carolina offense, Chuba Hubbard, who comes in as the RB30. He rushed for 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. And so going up against the New Orleans rush defense, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe he's got a chance to repeat this kind of production, because New Orleans, we suck against the run. It's been week after week when you're looking at who we're playing. So do you believe Chuba Hubbard will get the opportunity, number one, because he's still splitting carries with Miles Sanders? And do you think he'd actually be effective if he actually gets the ball?
All right, so look, you're talking and I'm like looking up data, because I like to like facts. You just
Good.
And so
I wasn't using data just now.
Look it up. So New Orleans is actually good against the run.
Okay.
Now, as far as fantasy goes, maybe not in real football. I'm just talking about fantasy football here in this situation. So, like you guys only give up 16.7 points to the running back position as a whole.
Okay.
And schedule adjusted, it's actually pretty good again, -1.5. So that's pretty good as far as fantasy goes. But yeah.
Okay.
I forgot what you're talking about because I was upset. Reoccurring theme this podcast.
Yeah, according to Fantasy Pros, we're like middle of the pack, 17th against the rush, against running backs. So I see what you're saying there, Tim.
Okay.
I feel you. This
right.
just me like watching the games and being a Saints fan and knowing we can't stop the damn run. Yes.
I got you.
Okay. As far as any other target or potential guy to put in your lineup for Carolina, do you see anybody else that you may potentially put in?
No, DJ Moore. Oh wait, he's not there anymore. Right. So Thielen is I like Thielen a lot, but he's not
started off hot. He started off hot. He cooled
did.
off a lot though.
Yeah. And I was hoping Mingo was going to come in and pick it up, but he hasn't been. He hasn't been either.
I mean, it looked like it. He's kind of getting there. 6 of 10 for 69 yards. He had a big play in the fourth quarter. He's kind of getting some chemistry with Bryce Young.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think it's the coaching that's holding some of this team back with Bryce Young and some of that?
It's all of the above.
Owner too.
It's the owner. It's GM, coach, scheme, the players.
Yeah.
It's everything. Yes. Everybody's guilty. Absolutely. This is like one of the worst teams in the NFL. So
yeah.
All right.
And speaking of one of the worst teams in the NFL, let's talk about the Saints here, Kyle.
Oh, did you do that?
Gosh. That's accurate though. Yeah.
All right. Now, we've got Jameis Winston ranked quarterback 18, but hold on, because Derek Carr practiced today.
Yeah, yeah, he did.
This sucker is a roach. You can't kill him. All right.
We need that.
We 2 concussions in the past, 3 weeks, shoulder injury, Now he's got ribs injuries. Yeah. It's bad right now, bro. Like this dude need to take a week off for real, for his own safety.
Can I request another graphic? Because I know you're in the graphic scenario. We need Derek Carr's picture on the Street Fighter car where you beat it up. and that one dude that does the like punches, you know, the one dude, who's the one like kind of fat Chinese dude that does like all the punches?
Japanese dude, E Honda with the
yeah, he does like all the punches. And he do that. And Derek Carr's picture is on the car and like beating up the car every time Derek Carr gets hurt.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah. I got you. Right. I like that.
I'm just dreaming up. Well, yeah.
What you call E Honda or the Chinese dude?
I was racist. Yes.
So racist.
I don't know what you're trying to call me out for. I'll just take all of it. All right, because like I'm just expecting worse from my friend. You know.
Damn.
You got me Theo Von and shit right now.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Alvin Kamara is the running back too. He rushed for 51 yards, 2 touchdowns. He caught 6 balls, 58 yards. So he remains consistently involved on the field, finishing with at least 70 offensive yards in each of his last 8 games for the Saints. Pretty versatile guy. Chris Olave, the wide receiver 15, he caught 5 of his 8 targets for 119 yards. He continues to produce in the New Orleans passing attack. I mean, he really is the New Orleans passing attack.
Yeah.
These past few games. Look, Juwan Johnson needs to be inactive. That crap he pulled last week was ridiculous. I've got him in one of my fantasy teams, the team I don't really care about. I would have cut his behind if I cared about that team. But Jimmy Graham needs to be active again because he caught a touchdown last week. Juwan Johnson is not doing anything that warrants the contract we gave him, but he's not doing anything to warrant playing time. He needs to be inactive. Do you agree with this, Kyle?
That's tough, man. Like, just with the fact that we have nobody to throw the ball to. I mean, I just, am I like wrong to think that we were going to sign somebody off the street? Like, I mean,
well, I did think that last week too when all the wide receivers went down. But then I thought, okay, it's going to be hard to pull in any kind of offense as a wide receiver. So maybe just make it work with the big wide receiver, with the big tight ends you have that can play wide receiver. Juwan Johnson, Jimmy Graham. It made sense to me.
Yeah, it made sense. Like, that's kind of like the theme of this whole season. It's like, on paper, we're one of the top offenses in the league. If we can get some, get some O-line play, we're absolutely going to be rolling and putting up points every single game. And then here we are, like, just so underwhelming and underperforming.
Yeah.
And like, what's the actual cause? Is it Pete Carmichael? Is it Derek Carr's play? Can he, I'm seeing a lot of these, like, these freeze frames where Derek Carr is just not hitting wide open targets.
Yeah.
And they're saying, like, it's time to move on. So
yeah,
I don't know. It takes a lot to bench a guy where that you pay so much money. But at what point, you're also paying Jameis Winston a bunch of money, aren't you? I
mean, not compared to Carr.
Yeah, that's true. But you're paying him. He's on the payroll.
Yeah,
so,
he's making more money than we all make combined together, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like this game against Carolina, a 1-11 team, you're a 5-point favorite at home. If you can't put up some points, if you can't do something, man, there needs to be a change because you're only a game out of the division.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, there's still there's 6-6 wild card teams right now. So you're a game out of, first place in your division, and you're a game out of that last wild card spot. So, I mean, this is like a no-brainer to where, like, if you can't put up some points, you can't do your job against a 1-11 Carolina team. It's time. It is time. Like, you have to give your team like that last little shot to make the playoffs. It sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I'm definitely smashing Taysom Hill at the tight end 5. He's gonna produce some points for you, especially at this tight end position. So
say that again, Dale.
Smash.
You're smashing Taysom Hill.
Smash Taysom Hill. That's what you do.
Cool. You know, maybe you got in the DMs like that.
Tight end spot. Yes.
You know?
That's right. All right. Let's pick this game. Carolina at New Orleans. New Orleans, a 5-point favorite. I am betting the Saints. They better not let me down because Carolina freaking sucks. So, taking the Saints. Kyle, who you got?
Yeah. No, I mean, as much as, like, in my heart, I feel like Carolina could come out and, like, ruin my day. No, man. 1 touchdown, 7 points. That's not a whole lot to ask for. Just win by a touchdown. Just 1 touchdown. Let's do it. Saints to cover. Let's do it.
All right. Tim, who you got?
Oh, dude. Really, Dale? Really? You're gonna? So, this is my. I'm gonna pull a thing out of Dale's page. All right, page out of his book, because the whole show he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go against what I was thinking," and all this, and I'm thinking Carolina +5. All right, but I'm gonna pull a page out of Dale's book and go. I'm gonna go. Oh, maybe I'm not good at pick'em, and I'm gonna go Saints -5. All right, this is
now we're talking.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna make it family because I like you guys, and we're gonna roll with it, man.
There you go. Everybody drink up. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I
love it.
Gosh, man.
We got one.
Best bet.
For the week. That's right.
Did not think that was gonna pick the Saints. The man named his son after your quarterback, and then I thought he was, and they picked him. So I mean, you moved me, Dale. Thank you, sir.
Yep. Shout out to Bears Country Productions again. Talked about his visit to New Orleans over the week of Thanksgiving. So glad you had fun in New Orleans, sir. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up the show this week. Again, if you guys are hitting any of these bets that Kyle is putting up, please let us know about it because we definitely want to hear. And I have got one last thing to leave you guys with.
I hate you guys so very, very much.
That's right. And we out.
Remember to follow us on social media at BS and Beer Media. Also, smash the like button on YouTube and share with friends.